All right, welcome back, Forgotten Legends of Sound. Today we are doing the R's, and we are just going to try to rush through because we are, like always, just pressed for time. So that's just our lives. Like, all three of us work for a living, you know, like...
Unfortunately.
What are you going to do? Yeah, so anyways, Rage Against the Machine, their first album, self-titled, pretty dope. And then we got Rage Against the Machine with Evil Empire. I actually like that album. I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know, like... Everyone always says it's the weaker album, and I get that. I totally understand that, you know. But this is the one that you and we grew up on this one, like Battle for Los Angeles. Like, this album's a freaking classic. I think that one's always going to be my favorite. Yeah. Just turn up. Yeah, and then we got Rainbow. Here's Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. Yeah, so first album, Richie Blackmore left Deep Purple and formed Rainbow with Ronnie James Dio. Here's Rainbow Rising. This is actually a really good album. I like this album. Kind of old school 70s metal kind of stuff. And here's Long Live Rock and Roll from Rainbow. So kind of cool. And then we got Rain Time. This one is Tales from Sadness. A little Rain Time. They're kind of an interesting band. They kind of blend a little bit of stuff together. Flies and Lies, Rain Time. Anything you wanted to say about them, bro?
No, I didn't even know you had their first album.
Yeah,
you know,
I picked it up for like really cheap because yeah, they had the other ones. Yeah. So here's a Sensucht, German for Rammstein's album. Yeah.
For black metal.
No, for black metal. Here's Rammstein with Mutter. That's a pretty good album. I like that one. Here's Rammstein with Rise Rise. And here's a band that is really famous in Denmark, but not really famous here in America, you know. So when I was in Denmark talking to that metal dude, like they had a ton of these raunchy CDs there,
so
you know.
Just like, hey.
It was just like whatever, you know. But I already had them, so I was kind of like,
right.
yeah. But I was kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know. Here's Velvet Noise from Raunchy. They're kind of interesting band, like alternative metal mixed with maybe a little bit of melodic death metal mixed with a little bit of like new metal and groove metal, like all kind of blends together.
Okay.
Yeah, here's a Confusion Bay from Raunchy. They're the most closest to party metal that I think I have, you know? Like, I don't know. They just have a certain catchy sort of vibe to them. Here's Death Pop Romance. And then here's Raunchy with Wasteland Discotheque. And then here's a Discord Electric. Pretty cool. More Raunchy. And then here's Vices, Virtues, Visions from Raunchy. That was their last album. And then I think they broke up. And then we got Rhapsody with Legendary Tales. Ooh. Good old Italian power metal. And then we got Symphony of Enchanted Lands. The first one. This is a great album. Then we got Dawn of Victory from Rhapsody.
It was cool seeing these guys live and seeing like the original lineup and everything. Like that.
Yeah,
was
what did
really
they play?
Cool.
Didn't they do Symphony of Enchanted? Or what did they do a full album or something?
No, they just did songs here and there, but you know, a lot of early stuff and but they're pretty awesome live.
Yeah. So. Here's Power of the Dragon Flame from Rhapsody. And then here's Symphony of Enchanted Lands 2, Dark Secret. That one's pretty cool too. Here's when they changed their name to Rhapsody of Fire, Triumph for Agony. And then here's Rhapsody of Fire, The Frozen Tears of Angels.
I guess it was like some kind of legal thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the story?
Yeah, some kind of legal thing.
Some other band named Rhapsody like sued them or something, so they had to change their name.
But it's just like
nobody knows that other Rhapsody band.
I know,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
Yeah, kind of annoying. Last Rhapsody. And then we've got good old Rigor Mortis.
Yeah, buddy.
You guys already saw these when we did our Rigor Mortis video.
Yep.
So, and then here's like that reissue of it. Then we got Rigor Mortis with Freaks. Oh, snap. Freaks.
No.
Here's Rigor Mortis versus the Earth. So, pretty cool. You know, kind of cool.
I know, these two albums I haven't listened to much.
Yeah. You showed me that one.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, Slaves to the Grave. This one's like kind of hard to find too. I remember you showed it to me when I was in college, and then like we were like sharing albums on the phone or whatever. Yeah. I was like, "This is pretty cool," and I was like, "Poltergeist," like, here's Riot with Thundersteel. This is like good old American kind of power metal stuff. And then we got Riverside. This is Out of Myself, the American version. And then Riverside, this is the Voices in My Head EP.
More good stuff.
Yeah, Riverside's fudging awesome.
Oh, Riverside Action.
Yeah. It's almost like you planned this.
Yeah.
It's almost like I planned it. It's like you planned it.
Yeah, we just saw Riverside like 3 weeks ago or so, and so got a little bit of like stuff, and they're that was the second time we've seen them live.
My first.
Yeah, it was a good show. I liked it. Here's a Rapid Eye Movement, and then here's a different version. I think this is the U.S. version. That's the Polish version. So Rapid Eye Movement, pretty dope. And then we got Anno Domine High Definition, ADHD, pretty freaking awesome. And then this is like the version that has like the bonus live disc or whatever. Here's a Memories in My Head EP from Riverside.
That's a good EP.
Pretty dope. And then we got this box set thing. This is the Reality Dream Trilogy. This
Wrong EP. I'm thinking of the other.
Oh
EP.
yeah, Voices in My Head is great.
That
one's good too, but the Voices in My Head is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So this is like kind of it has like the first 3 albums. It's got like a live album. It's got also like a the bonus tracks and stuff for that whole like first era of it. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could. I don't know.
I mean.
Yeah. And it was cool artwork and stuff. Like it's a so I really got that because I wanted the song, the metal piece, like reflecting the mental state of the band member. Like the song's called something like the piece reflecting the mental state of the band. Like that's the name of the song. And I wanted that song, and it was just like that was the only way I could get it. So I got that little collection. Plus, I was like, I really like Riverside.
So
I'm kind of why not, you know? So yeah, here's Shrine of New Generation Slaves, really dope album, and then here's the other version of it.
You're kind of warming up more to this because
I think
this was
great.
like one of your least.
It was one of my least
for a while, but
the thing is like we already mentioned, like Riverside is
they
so
don't
close.
really have a bad album.
They don't have a bad, and they're all so close that when one is like 3rd and one is like 7th. That could be like a difference of like I really like this and then I really like this. Like it's so close that it's freaking it's hard to here's that album is a freaking masterpiece. I like that one a lot. But I understand if people don't care because it's like their chillest album, but I think it's freaking beautiful. I love it. Here's Riverside, Eye of the Soundscape. This is a lot of their ambient kind of songs and stuff and like rare stuff or whatever. Then here's Riverside with Wasteland, really dope album as well. Yep, and then here's the shorts and the longs. This is like a 4-disc kind of thing. This is like a 20th anniversary kind of thing. It has a bonus song. This is Story of My Dream. That's a song where they name off like different songs in the song or whatever, you know. But kind of cool, kind of more for collecting, really, you know.
Like, what's that song? Help me out.
Megadeth.
Yeah.
Victory.
Victory.
Yeah.
Victory. Like
Victory. They pulled a victory on that song. Yes. Yeah, and then here's the new album, Identity. This is a great album too. I was a little bit when I first heard it, but then like over time, I was just like, this album's really freaking good. So, anyways, that was their newest album. And then we got Michael Romeo, The Dark Chapter. Pretty cool. Kind of this is, I think the story goes that this guy like made this album first, and then like Japan was like, oh, don't you have a band that does this kind of music and stuff? Yeah. And then he formed Symphony X, and then they're like, yeah, I do have a band that does this kind of stuff. Yeah. I think that's how the story goes.
It was something like that. Like I don't know if it was like the guy who like produced this or the guy that you know there was some guy I gotta help me out. Yeah, but I think I could have swore it had something to do with like a Japanese label or someone in Japan that was interested, and that's why the first couple of Symphony X albums were first in Japan before they were reissued by Inside Out. Yeah, you know. So anyway, it's kind of cool. Then we got some Royal Hunt, Land of Broken Hearts. This is all the Japanese versions. Eric Rachel, that guy. He's done a lot with like early Symphony X and everything, and I can't remember the story or whatever, but that guy's like been a part of like you look on like all those Symphony X albums and Eric Rachel helps produce and whatever, and I feel like I don't know. Anyways,
here's Clown in the Mirror from Royal Hunt. It's kind of cool.
I feel bad because like we're bringing something up, but we don't know the details. So then it's like, should we even bring it up? But
it was why not?
Moving target.
And if someone's that interested, they can always
they can look it out. Yeah. Here's Royal Hunt with Paradox. This is the Japanese version as well, so kind of cool. I guess real quick to finish up, it was funny because Michael Romeo found like Michael Pinello like working at like a CD store or something like that. You know? Really?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And plays piano and and
just like hey,
and everything came together. And then they had Rod Tyler on vocals for that first album. But kind of interesting.
And then here's the OGs of pirate metal. Here's Under Jolly Roger from Running Wild. And then we got Port Royal from Running Wild. Good old 80s kind of power metal-y, heavy metal kind of stuff. And then here's Death or Glory. These are the rest of these are the Japanese versions, so they got like bonus songs and stuff. And then here's Running Wild with Blazing Stone. So looking kind of cool. you know. And then we got Pile of Skulls, you know, it's like fun and whimsical, and you know, little Pile of Skulls there. And then we got Black Hand In with Running Wild, and that's the last of these R's. Let me hand you your R's, Chad.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, Rage Against the Machine, Battle of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We already know. Rammstein, Mutter. I actually like Rammstein, but
yeah.
I don't know. What is on that one real quick?
I didn't like, it has the Firefly song on there. It's got, there's another hit on there. It doesn't have Du Hast, because that was on the previous album. Yeah. Those were like the two biggest hits, I think, that in the US or whatever. It's funny because in high school I didn't like them because they were like popular and stuff, you know. Yeah, but then over time I was like, yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. And then we got Rigor Mortis, freaking awesome. Check out the review. Then Rigor Mortis, Slaves to the Grave, another freaking great album. And then Riverside, Voices in My Head, EP. Nice. I need to get a lot more of their stuff, but that's my R's. Not a lot, but you know.
Yeah. Cool. Getting there. That's Forgotten Legends of Sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.